Hey, boy. So I'm kind of replicating like a little animal that's coming down here, splashing around, and going for a bit of a drink. And Charlie moves in. He gets keen. He hunts here in the clear water exactly how he would if he was in that murky water that you're finding in the wild. He is a caged crocodile. You never quite know what he's going to do. I'm not sure what he's going to be keen for today. Let's see. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Hey, mate. Oh, he's a bit keen today. He's keen. Up here, mate. Oh, he's on it. Charlie, stop looking at my legs, mate. Charlie. He really makes me nervous, this crocodile. Really, really nervous. Because he's capable of putting on a really quick burst of speed and it comes out of nowhere. Isn't he just beautiful? You see how I can walk backwards quicker than he can come forward on land, but if he decides to put on a really quick strike at the water's edge, I just wouldn't stand a chance. Yeah, mate, see if he wants that. Yeah, whoop. He's missed it. There we go, good boy. You got it? Mate, you don't look very majestic there. There, he's got it. Give it up for Charlie. Good boy, mate. He's beautiful, mate. Let's see if he wants to get back into the water. Now you see there, it's a bit of an effort for Charlie to get himself back into the water. But once he's entered the water again, he's incredibly quick. Really, really fast. And that's all thanks to that tail of his. That enables him to propel through the water with amazing speed. It really is amazing to watch. Okay, let's see if he's keen for another strike. I'm going to get lined up over here. All right, Charlie. Now, crocodiles have the ability to move through very shallow water without being seen, without creating any ripples. And they can do that because they've got those scoots all the way along their back, creating currents and counter-currents which cancel each other out. Cancel each other out. And that means they can move through very shallow water with no ripples. That water there is very shallow, but anywhere from about knee deep and deeper, that is where they really want to. They can sneak through nice and slow, and you just wouldn't see him. You'd never see him. So he's coming all the way up to that ramp, what we call the tail wheel ramp. And that's pretty classic for Charlie, because he loves the cover of the ramp. Hey, big boy. Now let's see what he wants to do here. There's every chance that he decides, like he's doing, to just go straight there. So what I might try and do here we go. A little bit of splashing to see if he's interested. You see how he just can't help himself when he feels a disturbance in the water. He comes over to have a look. And that's not just for food. Crocodiles don't strictly strike out of water to catch food. They will also strike for territory. Crocodiles are fiercely territorial animals. And in the wild, the big boys, a big guy like Charlie, he would be fighting a lot of other males. And crocodiles, mate, they will fight to the death. They are very, very brutal when it comes to fighting. So here at Australian Zoo, he's got a great life. He gets round-the-clock healthcare, a heated spa, and there's a beautiful girl out the back there too. They love each other very much. Now, crocodiles often, sadly, are farmed for their skins. And this bloke was destined to go to a crocodile farm. He would have had a pretty uncertain future there. But we rescued him, took him in here, and now he gets to live the rest of his life doing what crocodiles should be doing, which is hunting, striking. Hey, big boy, come mate. Let's see if he wants to go for another strike here. Very limited room in this section. Very easy to get caught in. So if I sound nervous, it's because I am. Take it that way. Let's see. Hey, big boy, come Charlie. Whoa, good strike there. Good strike up here, mate. Up in your shark. Up in. He looks right past the food, mid-body. He looks right in the torso. And it's really off-putting when he does that. I'm not getting any closer. Charlie plays this game called Come Closer game. Sweet game, but you only play it once. And I don't play it today. I'll take it. Good boy. Good on you, Charlie. Isn't he awesome? it's very clear where you're safe and where you're not safe around crocs. Charlie is keen to put on that burst of speed from the water, but once he's out on land, he loses that vim and vigour very quickly because he is long, streamlined, and incredibly heavy. And so he wants to vault himself out of the water. He doesn't want to try and chase you down on land. It's just not what he's built for. That's why it's so easy to coexist with crocs. Just stay out of their territory, which is the water. Now, I've shown you a couple of little strikes, but there is one thing that Charlie specialises in. There's one behaviour, a natural and innate behaviour, that he absolutely lives for, and that's called the tail walk. Now, crocodiles in the wild will come out vertically, up out of the water, propelling with that tail to catch things like fruit bats, ducks, water hens, and also something like a possum or a cuscus that's overhanging on a tree there. When a crocodile pops up and has a look, notice how little of its body is revealed. And remember, you don't have beautiful crystal clear water and a nice blue bottom there. It's always murky, so you just don't see them. But even though they only reveal very little of their body, they've got all of their senses. They've got a sense of sight, smelling, and of course hearing, because all of those points are situated right on top of their head. So I'm getting in here a little bit. What do you think, big boy? What do you think? Here you go, mate. Here you go, Charlie. Oh, look, he's keen. Whoa! How good was that? Well done, Charlie. Wow. Did you hear the smash in his jaws? Whoa! Really makes my legs hurt. Isn't that just amazing? Crocodiles have more jaw pressure than any other animal on the face of the earth. 3,000 pounds per square inch of closing pressure. Look at that. Here we go. He's getting ready. He's getting ready. Whoa! Give it up. Charlie. Whoa! That was great. All right. Wow. So you see how he really changes in that kind of spot. He just all of a sudden goes, right, I'm a predator, I'm gonna get you. That is so cool to watch. Wow. Now in that head, he's got about 60 teeth, but it's the jaw pressure. That's really the secret to the success of crocodiles. I'm gonna see if he's keen for another strike. Let's see what he does here. Here we go, so he's moving in. He's getting interested, focusing in again on vibrations. Hey, Charlie. Hey, mate. And he's saying, come closer. Got some sushi? Got some of that? Nah. He doesn't want the little piece of food, he wants the big piece of food. And he's hissing. You can't hear it right now, but he's hissing really quite loudly. So what he's doing there is this is more of a territorial sort of staunch stance. I'm just going to stand here. He's not as hungry, and he knows that the jig's up. He knows that we've seen him. We've seen him come out. We've seen him do that big jaw pop. So he knows that he doesn't really have the cover of the strike. So often they kind of shift from a food-related strike to more of a kind of territorial, just striking for the fun of it. But it's amazing to watch because the crocodile is a very, very nuanced animal. You know, there's a lot more to them than meets the eye. People think of them as these mindless, prehistoric monsters that just run around eating people. That couldn't be further from the truth. That is completely backwards. These guys, yes, they've got millions of years of evolution behind them. They are modern-day dinosaurs, but they're also very intelligent. They do have sort of a social structure out in the wild, and they can be very loving towards one another. They're excellent mothers, and they read situations, they remember patterns and behaviours, they recognise all of us. It is truly amazing to watch, and they're an animal that I think we should really have a lot of respect for. And living with crocodiles couldn't get more simple. All you've got to do is just stay out of their way. Just stay out of the water. It's really not rocket science. It really couldn't get more simple. Look at him there. He's like, come closer. I'm not getting any closer, mate. It's not going to happen. I just love him. He's so funny. And I hope today you come away with a little bit more of an appreciation for these animals, to really love them, to get them into your heart. And if we stay safe around crocodiles, if we respect their space, look at that. He doesn't want anything to do with me. He just wants to do his own thing. You give them the space, you stay out of their way, they'll never try and get you. Aren't they awesome? We do that, we conserve ourselves, and we conserve the crocs. It's so, so important. And also, please, never purchase crocodile products. Because as the old saying goes, when the buying stops, so can the killing. It's very, very important. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming out, learning about our crocodiles, and ultimately, yeah, give it up for Charlie, he was awesome. And truly, ultimately, everything that we do at Australia Zoo, it's all about continuing a very, very vital legacy. A legacy that my dad first started, and I tell you, it is such an honour on behalf of all of us, the entire team, to get to come out here and to keep that legacy going. We really, really, truly couldn't do without you. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
Being one with the snake, feel itself, and I am. I've got to get the camera, I've got to be right there. I have to get right fair smack into the action. Here we go, look at this. I'm gonna push it to the limit. Danger, danger, danger. I'm trying, under the water, hit me in the head, scar me in. Share my wildlife with me. Oh, this is just such a special night.